with Chad and Dale.
For tonight, we're going with mustaches that never were. Like the guy in the Mighty Ducks says, you're a never was, you're a has been. You're not even a has been, you're a never was. These are mustaches on Leaf players that we think should have been there. Players that should have had a mustache.
It's Movember, so what better way to start than mustaches? Leafs that never had a stash that would have improved greatly if they would have rocked a stash. Players or coaches? Toronto Maple Leafs.
You didn't tell me.
Yes, I did. I did. But anyway,
all right, but I'm ready anyway.
And I just want to say this. So we're opening now with this. 2 weeks from now, we might revisit this down a little down the road, still in November/Movember. We might switch the topic to, I don't know, let's say the most underrated Leafs mustaches of all time. Stay tuned for that. 2 weeks time.
So these are players that never had a mustache, but should have had a mustache.
Or coaches.
Toronto
Maple Leafs. It's all Leafs though, right?
All Leafs.
Yeah.
This is the Tip in Maple Leafs podcast.
Yeah, of course. It's all Leafs.
All right. Can I go first?
Please.
The first player that I have.
I wonder if we have any of the same. This is going to be very interesting.
We didn't talk about this.
No, we never do. When we do shit like this, it's like tongue in cheek, man.
It's got to be. It's got to be real. It can't be
real
scripted.
reactions. Not scripted. I have no idea who you chose, and you have no idea who I chose.
Well, listen, we are the Tip in Maple Leafs podcast, and we love a good tip. And is there a better tip than Game 7 of 1993? When this guy tipped in the game-winning goal to knock the Detroit Red Wings out. Now, he went down in Maple Leaf history, and everybody really loves this guy. But would he have gone down higher in Maple Leaf history with a thick stash?
Without it.
I'm talking Nikolai Borshevsky with a stash. Could you imagine him tipping in that goal, but with a dirty stash?
He would. Look, you want to talk about...
He'd be on Legends Row.
You want to talk about legend? I was just going to say, you want to talk about legend status? Okay. If he would have had a mustache for that tip, there'd be a statue on Legends Row right now. But
unfortunately, he didn't.
Because he didn't have a mustache. That's the only reason why, man.
Oh, I know. Preaching to the choir.
Crystal clear to see.
That's number one.
So check this out. This guy had a real rough go in Toronto. He was almost booed out of the building. Like, they almost booed him right out of the fucking building. Like, every time he touched the puck, he was getting booed. But I'll tell you something. If he would have had a fucking mustache going, they would have never booed him once, and he probably would have had a legendary career on the Leafs blue line. And I'm talking about Larry fucking Murphy.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, why do you think he got fucking booed out of town?
Because he wouldn't grow a mustache.
Exactly. It's a no fucking brainer, man. If he would have had a mustache, he would have went down probably.
Because he did have a mustache at one point in his career.
Not when he played for the Leafs. He went on to have great success. He won a cup or two in
mustaches.
Detroit. And he decided to fucking finally grow a mustache. Boom, he's hoisting a fucking Stanley Cup. In Toronto, no mustache, booed every time he touches the fucking puck. Larry Murphy, my number one pick. For number 3, 3, 2, 1, whatever. Larry Murphy.
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
This is the second person we've named.
So what are we? Okay, Borchesky, was for you, Murphy for me. Here we go. Let's hit it.
All right. So this guy, this is recent. This is recent. We're not going Larry Murphy. We're not going Nikolai Borchesky.
Okay.
This guy, he had a soft spot in Leafs in Leafs fans' hearts. They love this guy. And he was very soft-spoken, and he talked, and he did everything right. And he was a good person. He blew one of the biggest games in Maple Leaf history, and things just didn't work out. But this guy may have gone down as one of the greatest goaltenders.
I think I know who you're talking about.
And he probably would have won the Game 7 against Boston when they had the 4-1 lead.
I knew who it was.
James Reimer. What could have been, had you just grown, a dirty
Well, I'll tell you what would have happened if he would have had a mustache.
No goals would have went in.
The Bruins don't come back and win that game if James Reimer would have had a mustache. And rumor has it, Chad, by the way, that his hot wife, April Reimer, okay, she was pushing for a mustache all the time for fucking Reimer because she loves fucking mustache rats.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, you know what? I hate to say it. I hate that I chose this guy, but I know that it would have made him so much better. This guy was already incredible. Okay. I'm staying on the Leafs blue line for my second pick.
Oh yeah. You love riding the stash in the blue line.
A short, not too long a stint with the Leafs, but he really helped a younger team coming in as a veteran, fresh off a Stanley Cup championship. If this guy would have had a mustache, his Leafs career, I believe, maybe would still be going today. And I'm talking about, that's right, Mrs. fucking Hainsey, Ronald Hainsey, Ronnie Hainsey, Ron Hainsey.
Why do I picture him with a mustache?
He never had a fucking mustache.
I know he didn't have one, but I kind of picture him with a mustache.
That's the guy that should have had a mustache. If he would have had a mustache, think about, okay, do you think they lose to Washington if Hainsey has a mustache? Do you think they lose to Boston that second year if Hainsey has a mustache? I don't fucking think so.
No, they don't.
No.
Well, I'm going future.
Now, hang on. Well, just for a second here, I just want to say I have great information that Mrs. Hainsey, shout out. I miss you, Mrs. Hainsey. Really miss you. That she really loves a mustache. Really loves a mustache.
Saying that whoever their girlfriend or wife was wanted them to get a mustache?
Well, dude, I don't
think you have any inside information on this. You're just saying it.
No. I remember Miss Hainsey when Ron played his I had to get a Ron in here, just basically why I picked Hainsey. I needed to get a Ron in. But like I remember when he played his thousands game and she wore the old H belt buckle. And
you did a 5-minute segment on it.
Well, I can't get enough of Ron Hainsey's wife. And I really miss Ron Hainsey's wife. And I think that if he would have grown a mustache, he would still be here. She would still be here. Everything would be great. Didn't work out that way because he never had a mustache. Great Leafs defenseman. He really helped the young guys, but he didn't help them enough because he didn't have a fucking mustache.
It's true. So I'm going future on my last pick here of
future.
He still has a chance. He plays for the Leafs today, and he is the longest serving Maple Leaf. And he has seen a lot of heartbreak, but we can turn this around.
I think he's teased it before. I think he's teased it a little bit. We can
get the playoff victories that we've wanted. We can get to the Stanley Cup, but this guy who just signed a new contract needs to lead this team. And the only way he's going to do it is to grow a blonde bombshell mustache on his upper lip. Morgan Rielly.
Yes.
Come on.
Now
this is a future one. He didn't have a stash, but there's still time.
Listen, he's got another 8 years to get the stash in. Now is the time, Morgan.
He could have it by the end of next week.
If you're listening, Morgan, get the stash going now. You keep it for the next 8 years. You will be on fucking Legends Row, guaranteed. And listen, you got anything else to say about Morgan Rielly and his mustache?
No, that's it.
I got something. Now listen to this. A little birdie told me. Okay. The test of virtue.
How did I see that coming?
Test of virtue loves a dirty mustache. Okay. She loves the little prickly feeling when she's riding the mustache. So Morgan, you got 8 years, make it happen. Make Tessa Virtue very happy. Make Leafs fans very happy. You're going to Legends Row, Morgan Rielly. Get the stash going. Come on, get it cooking.
And most of all, make the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast very happy.
Hey everyone, Dale here. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. While you're here, why don't you take a look around at some of our other videos? And if you want to listen to the audio version of our podcast, we are available on all podcast platforms. You can check in the description below. And if you want to support the podcast, you can do so by going to our Patreon page, and you can find a link to that as well. The Tip In Maple Leafs Podcast.
It's Saturday Night 5 with Chad.